Okay, this project number 4 is going to, we're going to start by having a dog jump a fire hydrant, one of those 2D type games, and then we'll expand that into something a bit more challenging down the track. To get things started, we need to have our backdrop moving from right to left, and our dog will jump to the other in the opposite direction. So let's go and get a backdrop. This is a good one. You can draw your own too if you want. We'll get rid of that, and we'll duplicate this, and we'll flip it over, and then we'll check to see how it's going by setting up some time. So a forever and a next backdrop. Alright, and as expected it's going a bit quick, so if we slow it down a bit, maybe like that, that's fairly manageable. Okay, now we could add clouds to our backdrops, but we'll set up a separate sprite instead. So we're going to draw a sprite which we'll call clouds, which is just basically drawing some clouds. We turn it to a vector, get our colour, get a circle, make sure it's filled in. I'll blow up to 200 to make it a bit easier to draw. Yep, a bit bigger maybe, and then a second one. Those look better with a couple of clouds tacked together, and that one's maybe slightly smaller. So that's a pretty good spot, and I guess we should try and center it a bit there maybe. So there's our cloud, and we want that cloud to move across as well, so we'll go with a script. Same thing. We want the cloud to start somewhere on the side there, so our go-to is probably going to be around about 220, and our Y will probably be about 135, and then we want it to slide across the screen, so we'll put it in a forever similar to the backdrop, and we will change the value of our X. So let's change X by, we're going negative, we're going left, so make it -5, and let's see what happens here. We'll probably have a problem. Let's just find out. That's going pretty good, and of course it just keeps going, and the reason is that what we really need to do is to put that in there and that in there. Now let's see how that works. Not bad. Let's blow that out to say 90. See what that does. Yes. That's a fairly safe speed. Alright. Now let's draw another sprite. We'll get to the cat soon. Let's go for a new sprite which we'll get out of the library. We'll get the fire hydrant just down here, and we want it to start in a similar spot. So if we go and get this and put it over the fire hydrant, then if it starts in a similar spot, except that it's probably going to be closer to that. And the other thing that we might have a problem with is the size. So before we do anything, we'll change the size. Let's go with 35. See how that looks. That's good. It's not going too quick. We want the dog to be able to jump the fire hydrant a few times. That's where we're heading with this project. Alright, so next up, that's what we'll do. Look at the dog.